Not enough entrepreneurs are leveraging video to grow their businesses, and starting out is easier than you'd think. So in today's video, I want to give you a beginner's guide to using YouTube to increase business profit. But before we dive in, if you really want to up-level the impact and profit of your business, be sure to click the link in the description below to learn about my 21 Days to Infinite Video Impact Challenge. And I put out videos like this every single week, so be sure to subscribe. There are a lot of content creators on YouTube. At this time, there are 500 hours of content being uploaded every minute of the day. So that can feel overwhelming, but I want to help take off the pressure by letting you know that there are some big YouTubers out there with massive audiences, but you can make more money than the people with the big audiences when you have a little audience just by following these steps. When I first start working with clients, we look at what is their profit plan, how are they going to build influence, and what's their impact routine. So we reverse engineer what are the products and services that you can sell and how do we lead to those in your videos. We also look at how are we going to increase your visibility through all of your content. And there's so many workflows and ways that we can do this. So that's why I would love for you to join my 21-day challenge where I can teach all of this to you. But in today's video, I want to give you the steps of how you can implement these things right away, even if you're brand new to YouTube. One of the things that I see most creators missing is that they don't have a call to action in their videos. The other thing is they don't put it in the right place if they do. A call to action means asking them to take the next step. Where do I want them to go after this video? Think of if you're on a date with the love of your life, you want to see them again. Do you play hard to get or do you ask them for a second date? When someone is watching your content, if they're enjoying it, and if you want to be able to continue that relationship with them to maybe they become a client, they purchase your products or services, how do you ask for that? Ask for that. At the beginning of this video, I told you about my challenge. Add a call to action into every single video that you have. It can be a freebie, it can be something for a low cost, it could be come join me in my Facebook group. It's something that's providing them value and allowing them to continue the relationship with you. The other thing is, where do you place the call to action? For me, I place it at the intro and at the outro. Let's face it, there are a lot of distractions on the internet. There's cat videos, there's pranksters, there's lots of things that are grabbing our attention. So we want to have content that is allowing people to be retained throughout the video, but in the case that our goldfish attention spans bring us elsewhere, we want to have it at the intro where people are usually most engaged. So you'll notice that I said right at the beginning, hey, here's what this video is about, and I'd love for you to join this thing before we get to the end of the video. So that's why you want to get their attention close to the beginning and give them that call to action, but then repeat it at the end. After you've given all that value, you recap the solution, you recap the content that you've provided, and remind them again where they can go to now be able to implement or take the next step of the content that you've given them. You want to make it very clear, where are they going? Click the link below to get this lead magnet. We call it a lead magnet because it's capturing a lead, a new person that's coming into your value ladder, and having that person click on your lead magnet is effectively the first rung on your value ladder. I have a whole video about how to create an effective value ladder, but basically I want you to look at what are the products and services that you can offer and how do you put those on different steps of a value ladder. For us, we have lots of freebies, then we have little courses between $20 to $100, then we have things in hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. So you want to start people at the beginning of your value ladder where they're beginning to know, like, and trust you so that while they're watching your videos, they can get those freebies, they come onto your email list, and that's how the relationship grows before you go into them with the offer. Going with the dating analogy, you want to continue to nurture that relationship before you go in for a proposal. So continue to provide them value with future videos, with lead magnets, and then being on your email list, and now also asking them to go to other social media platforms. Maybe you have them join your Facebook group or your Instagram stories, anything else where you can continue to build that relationship. The other thing you should be doing as a content creator on YouTube is engaging with your audience. Show your appreciation, answer questions, prove you're a real human, share your stories, be vulnerable, communicate with them. And this is also going to open you up to creating more content when you have that kind of relationship with your audience. When you have that back and forth and you know the kind of content that they love, create more of that. Or when you hear the content that they're asking for, create that exactly. The biggest change in my business was when I went from teaching the strategies and the tactics to then also sharing the vulnerable behind the scenes reality of who I am as an entrepreneur and my journey to becoming who I am today. Why do we love watching movies so much? Why do we just get so captivated by the main characters of these movies? It's because we see them throughout their entire journey. We see them when they hit rock bottom and how hard they had to climb to get back up to the top. And we cheer louder when they win, when they landed the dream job or won the race or got the girl, because we had to see where they came from. So I also really encourage you to share the content that people can relate to, that they resonate with, and that they can cheer for when you win. There are so many ways that you can increase your profit on YouTube, even if you don't monetize your videos with AdSense. I've actually found that not monetizing through AdSense and having people join my email list and being able to nurture that relationship has allowed me to retain control of how I sell my audience instead of relying on a few pennies and dollars here and there from AdSense. If you want to drive even more impact and profit through video for your business, go to infiniteimpactchallenge.com to learn more about my 21-day challenge. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more weekly videos.